Saskatchewan. La 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 la. Oh, oops. Oh, pressing buttons on the internet. Die. Oh. Pressing buttons on the internet. Press the buttons on the internets. Painting with electrons. Okay, let me push these buttons here. Where's my trusty old triangle? Shibbity-bow-wop-a-doo. You'd think I would at least have my blush selected. You'd think at least like a blush. Hey, thanks, Hunter. Let's kick it off. Let's kick it off, shall we? I'm in a little box. I'm trapped in a tiny little box. Okay, so, hey, greetings, programs. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to do our normal Wednesday morning painting time here. So hello everybody, nice mellow morning, time to do some stuff. So I need to do one of these characters to get started. I have got a human archer, I've got a blue pigeon Aarakocra, oh that's fun, too pudgy to fly, poncho, whew, that sounds like a blast. Okay, then we have a fox person, a kitsune type race, okay, yeah, sure. So we have a fox and a bird in this group. This is an amazing group. And then we have an Aasimar sorcerer with unpredictable powers. He zappa you. But he no use spell sculpt. He zappa everybody. Okay, let's do Tiswick. A powder blue pigeon Aarakocra druid. Got a poncho, a leaf crown. Okay, cool. So this little Aarakocra is going to be in a woodsy space. So let's just let's start doing stuff. Let's just start doing some stuff. Hello, everybody. We're going to get a little bit of our pea green out here. We're going to get started with a nice pea green. We get my brush out and we'll start doing my thing. So sometimes I'll grab these, and I'll just grab these and just throw this on here for a color splurt. And there we go, we got some colors. But I need some yellow in that. Yatakeno, hi. Yatakeno. Yatakeno, friend. Be well. You know the language of Yatakeno. You must be killed. Alright. So I'm now taking those blended colors and I'm just going to start getting something started here. Always need that background. Do those nice laggy strokes up front. Get them out of the way. They're laggy just because the brush is so big. And I'm streaming and like my father, my mother. You kill my mother, you kill my father, you kill my people. Yes. There was a time, boy, when steel was more valuable to me than gold or jewels. Steel. You know it, don't you, boy? You know, the little of steel. Yes. Shall I tell it to you? It's the least I can do. Steel is not strong, boy. Flesh is stronger. What is the sword without the hand that wields it? The strength in your body etc. Contemplate this on the tree of woe. Crucify him. Thulsa Doom, you're such a jerk, dude. Aww. Anyway, I'm just like in the zone over here. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm just kind of doing my thing. I think the Aarakocra are kind of like a bird. This is a bird race, but not like I mean, really close to a kenku. But this particular Aarakocra is like based on powder blue pigeon archetype. So we're just going to see how that comes together, and then has a poncho going. Druid, so has green elements, leafy, lifey elements, leafy, lifey. All right, then we're going to do some of these, I don't know, these are vertical lines back here. Okay. There we go. So we might add a little bit to this, you know how I do as I go. Might get a little more substance in our backdrop than this, we shall see. But for now, this is going to do fine. It isn't even necessarily like a conventional woodsy backdrop or anything. It's just sort of something to start generating colors for me. Getting a little more vividness. There we go. You know, just something to get the wheels turning. And we'll improve as we go. Okay, let's get our base color for this bird. And let's think about something a little fun and different for our pose. Okay, we got this Aarakocra here. Hey, Aarakocra. It's more chicken-like than a kenku. A kenku is like sort of a crow-like. Kenku, but with wings and flight. And it's sort of pigeon-based, so that's a smaller beak with a rounder head, like huh. And then this sort of poncho idea. But the pigeon does not have a huge beak like these. Ooh, that's kind of an interesting pose. See how the neck is craning? That's cool. How the neck is craning, the muscles are straining. I can show you the world. Indescribable feelings, monkeys tumbling and reeling on a magic carpet ride. Ingrid Bernal, a new fantastic Bernal. 'Cause when Ingrid's way up here, it's oh so clear. He's one of the era drum, a whole new world. A new fantastic way to be. Am I on the internet right now? I don't even know. I'm just like hanging out, doing my thing. So normally, you know, I say all kinds of stuff and talk while I do this. But sometimes, you know, I'm just here to paint. Sometimes I'm just here to paint, guys. I'm just doing what I do. You know what I mean? Woo! When's Will Smith going to jump in the Grand Canyon? Is that this weekend? A whole new Will Smith. A new fantastic Will Smith to be. You got a little bit mo texture on the feathers on the back of the head. And then kind of smooth on the front of the head. You know, I don't like to use that triangle brush for eraser. It's annoying. I need a little more conventional control. Conventional control. All right. So here we go. So I'm just working in my base color here. I don't really know what incarnation I'm doing. Just kind of going with whatever happens at this phase. I do have a nice twist in the neck here on this character, so I'm going to try to play into that twist. See if I can't just shortcut this with a lasso fill. There we go. A new fantastic way to be. when you're, oh, want to start a band? Oh, yeah, man. I'm in a band. The Ingrid Bernal Band. And I got almost 500 people in my backing band. A new fantastic way to be. It is totally a mullet, isn't it? I think less down here. There we go. Sweet. Okay, so anyway, what do we got here? An excitable powder blue pigeon, Aarakocra druid, 4 feet tall, too pudgy to fly, wears a poncho. He wears a poncho, so it's a male. And a leaf crown. Makes him look like he's wise and spiritual. So first of all, I want some more slack in my poncho here. I need some more room. There we go. You know, maybe his pudginess isn't causing the lack of flight. Maybe it's wearing a poncho. Like, you don't see a lot of poncho wearers flying. Just putting that out there. A whole new world. A new fantastic way to be. 'Cause when you're way up here, it's all so clear that you are only dreaming. Is the audio story side of things done, Hunter Barnum? I don't know. You know, there's not a lot of views on those things. It's just sort of undeniable. And they do take a great deal of work to do. I would like to finish Burning in New Haven, but there's just so many things have come up and have been evolving. Those were never really a big success, even though they're really fun to make. They just kind of don't get a lot of... I think people either want to do like audio stuff on Audible or sort of not. That doesn't seem to get a lot of grip. Sorry about that. Really want to finish New Haven though. Hello, I'm a bird wearing a poncho. I don't want to be a bird. I want to be a frog. Are you a frog or a bird? I'm a frog. Don't believe the hype. Hey, thanks, Cobalt. I appreciate that. I'll take a sip for you. Anyway, you guys, yeah, I don't have like a big lecture or anything today. As you can see, I'm just painting. Yeah, man, I would really love to do a paperback of New Haven. But usually, you know, I don't know, when a project hits a sort of a stall, I very seldom finish it. I gotta admit, because like this, just the momentum and the energy of it just gets breathed out, and it's hard to ever get back in there. I don't know. Maybe I will improve in the future. There's always hope. A whole new world. What kind of gear do we got on this little Aarakocra? Oh yeah, leaf crown, and then he's probably just got a stick. Alright, let's give this fool a stick. So let's get out here where we can see the whole piece. Owning the piece, as Sparth calls it. So the poncho actually comes up like this over the arm. This is what the poncho actually does. Poncho. What are you wearing there, my Aarakocra friend? Poncho. Well, maybe un sûr. Alright. I've got a stick. And I'm part bird. I'm in large part I'm bird, actually. A lot of me is bird. I've got a large poncho and I am mostly bird. I have a bird necklace and a leaf crown, which makes me look spiritual and wise. Nice. There's his crown. Okay, so I'll cut this out with the interior color here in a minute. Just doing line work to get my silhouettes. Sometimes it's easier to draw your shapes than it is to paint them in. Oh, get up and dance. All right. Get up and dance. Oh, I'm glad people like you exist, Hanker. And this channel is awesome, and I've learned a lot. Thanks, Joey. Well, right now, I'm just sort of super chillaxing here. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm just working sort of nice, steady, calm jam. I'm just chilling. Get up and dance, cha. Get up and dance, cha. Well, the night is falling and the music's calling. It's a swing down. Okay, so what's going on with like a bird feet? I don't even know. What's going on with bird feet? Dude, this guy is straight stout. Telling you, straight up stiz out. Why are you so stout? Okie dokie. What's bird feet? How do I do bird feet? I don't know. Something like this here. Something like this here. Get up and dance. Here we go. And we've got some tail feathers here. You don't want to live life without tail feathers. And there we go. We're starting to come together on this dude. A bird druid. Gonna get this poncho shape finished in here. There we go. I'll wear a poncho, and I'm a bird. Hello. I wear a poncho and I'm a bird. If you'd like to donate to my bird poncho-iness. Hey, Coop. Chill out, will you? Chill out, fool. No, you know what? I think he actually has like black feathers for his hands. You know those wingtip feathers that are so cool? Those are his fingers. So he actually kind of has these black tipped. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, interesting. So I'm kind of a little bit outside my normal paint method here. I'm just totally zoning. So pardon me on that one, but I've done it a very different way than I usually do, which is using some line art here. So now I'm just going to go in with my periwinkle colors and start to do the plumage on this fine bird. And then I'm just going to merge down my line art onto my color paint and then start to, you know, do things right. It's just sometimes if I have I'm in like unfamiliar territory, I'll just use line art to get there or to get close, and then start painting. Because, you know, normally these hero pieces I do, they don't have like outlines and stuff. I don't really do it that way. I do it much more like knife painting. So, okay, so now here we go. So now the color can now go on top of some of the line work. And we'll start to get this show on the road. So let's get some greens into the picture. Something like that. So you see I just used the background there to mix the color. Something went terribly wrong with this. I think those notches I put in here kind of messed it up. So let me get the color again. I'll just grab and then sort of up, saturate, and go here. And that'll be me. Yeah, there we go. It's like those notches that I painted like messed up my crown design. Get up and dance. Man, it's the zone here. Where do you hail from, Rudolph? We might get into some living way across the globe. Yeah, hey man, you guys, I hope nobody minds, but I'm just in super chill mode today as far as working. I'm just sort of doing what I do over here. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves, hanging out, watching this little crazy piece of art evolve. Didn't want this to come out so tall, so I'm just kind of cheek crushing. There we go. All right, now we still got this kind of piece of work that is just too sort of drawn rather than painted, so I need to start working against that. You know, I use the eraser to draw in some ideas, and now I need to use paint proper. Get this done. No, I think it does go like that, doesn't it? Then he's got a pack here. Hey man, thanks. Thanks everybody. I'm not doing a Kenku. It's actually an Aarakocra, but it's described as a pigeon-based Aarakocra, so it does have some very Kenku sort of properties, but it's a pigeon. Whereas I think normally the Aarakocra are much more chicken-like. So here's a good case of a green that doesn't fit. This green just does not match. So I've got to get in here and get a green that goes with things. Like that. There we go. That's much better. So we'll revisit that momentarily. Okay, let's start doing some shape inside the plumage here. So we want to get blue and we want to get bright. Just like that. It's not quite enough. There we go. Do the bright side over here. On the bright side. Oh yeah. Slipping to the bright side. Oh yeah. On the bright side. On the bright side. I swear, I'm on numerous occasions here, I'm forgetting I'm even streaming. I'm just like, I'm so zoned out this morning. Step into the bright side. Oh, I don't know what they say. On the bright side. Oh, yeah. On the bright side. Oh, yeah. Them's ain't the words I would someday very much like to be a bird druid. I will be a druid, but I will take the form of a bird. And it would be wondrous. Many people will come from far and wide to see my bird druid suit. And oh yes, I will show them the suit. It's changing into a giant bird druid. Slipping to the dark side, oh, on the dark side. Oh, yeah. Man, this is like one of the most boring streams I've ever done. I mean, come on, guys. I'm just sitting here straight chilling. Thanks, Rick. I appreciate that. Really proud of that book. Really had fun with that one. And it has been very, very difficult to get the fourth book going. I've had such a hard time, you guys. Oh, my God. Just goes to show, because you accomplish a thing doesn't mean it's just going to be easy again. It's super difficult, my goodness. Busting my brain. So I think, too, he's got a little belt coming over to hold his pack. This guy's pretty cool. I'm not too fond of the whole Greek crown, though. Something about it just isn't working for me. So I'm gonna bag it. Slip it to the dark side, or on the dark side. Oh, yeah. On the dark side. Oh, yeah. So, you guys, I'm just zoning out. It's just like, I'm doing this Kenku, and I'm just floating, man. I'm just gone. So if I just seem quiet, it's not because I don't love you. It's because I'm just in the Z-zone over here. Okay, so we're going to do like a sort of emerald necklace for him. Okay, so let's kind of think about the necklace and the jewelry, and we're going to start kind of crispifying some of these sort of rough areas that are in here, like start to work towards something a little more done. We also need to do his leather. So sort of always a decision to be thoughtful with is your leather colors. I mean, it's fantasy characters, let's just face it, a lot of them have like leather straps and stuff, so just might as well just embrace it, be ready for it. Kiss the beast, as my brother used to say. Okay, there we go. So there's his little pack. And then I think he's got like some patterns on here. Like that. On the dark side, and then take, I should have done this before I did that, but this actually will be more work, but it could lead to some fun accidents, is painting the highlight after putting the pattern down. It kind of gives me more to do in here rather than just a few highlight blobs. And I think that's a good thing. So let's get a mix. Let's get the next color down, like right there. On the dark side. Oh, yeah. Cool. This guy's crazy, man. It's so different from what I would normally do. Okay, this also, this back arm just feels like it's in darkness back there. So I'm just going to crank it down real quick. Then I'm going to do a little cheat shade right here. There we go. On the dark side, watching your progress is very inspirational. Okay, that's good. Thank you, man. I just try to wander around the piece and keep the momentum and try to really withhold judgment for later, especially when you're doing this stuff live. Like, you can't be holding yourself up to some kind of crazy standards and being grumpy about what you can and can't do. Like, just paint. Just paint. Okay, let's go in and get a little personal in here and get some of these details ironed out. I'm keeping them real rough in here because I'm like procrastinating basically. Okay. Doing these little gold buckles to give this jewelry plenty of pizzazz. And then let's get the highlight here. And then we'll get a little bit of a shadow, so this has some potency to it. There we go. Okay, so there he's got his necklace, and now while I'm in here, I just need to clean up. So that means just like where edging is just being goofy and sloppy, just cleaning up so that you feel this sense of like a specific thing was painted, not just oops shapes. Okay, once again, I keep forgetting I'm even on the internet right now. I'm just in the zone, guys. So it's cool, but that yellow just isn't going to stand out. So I need a color for the eyes that's going to pop. And it's probably like a cyan. Nope, not really. Could be an orange. I think white. It's white or nothing. Yeah, I like nothing better. Just nothing's going to stand out. There's too many colors going on. So, that's fine. I'm going to rock on with my bad self. Just again, trying to finalize this head. So here's this crown, which is supposed to be leafy. But I'm going to do the leaves in gold. And we're coming up on 10:30. I'm just like zoned out over here, guys. It's pretty crazy. Just chilling. Trying to get this Aarakocra druid, 4 foot tall, can't fly. Where's the poncho? Just working to get this baby done. So I'm doing these kind of like leafy shapes, but in gold. Then we get the highlight, so you get that strong yellow highlight. It gives you the sense of it being gold. And then my background might just be a bit too ochre in its colors as well, so I'm going to have to adjust that. Because I don't want to try to compete with these hot gold colors. They'll win every time. engineer. Look a little. Things are looking strange. What is going on? Why is everything wrong? This is just really eluding me. This crown on a bird. So, yeah, opulent, totally. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back a little bit in process here. I'm going to back up to this point. There we go. A little bit of that dark rim. And I'm just trucking along here. I'm just repairing my work at this point, guys. So I hope that's happy viewing. Just feels like, man, this is a struggle. So I've just got to keep on kind of trying to get this head right. And like leaves and a crown to me, I don't really like that combination for some reason. Like something simpler. Like a single leaf maybe. So go here, do this single leaf on each side. Yep, just like these. Get the highlight color in there. Highlight. Little stemmy thing that leaves have. Then super highlight. Okay, I'm gonna go back here in the background. I'm gonna go chop it down, get a little more of that going. Pull some of the color out of it. This guy is hilarious. Okay, I do like the single sort of crown design better. Just really minimal. And I don't even know if it needs to like go over his forehead or anything. I think it's just less. But these little prongs need some mass. And then they'll use the same formula for gold. So get the highlight there. Oops. So this is why some characters take an hour and some take 2 hours, because like challenging concepts, at least when you're me and you don't know what you're doing, challenging concepts like take time to develop. If you're me. And I am me. So there's that. There's that to consider. I am me. I'm just not feeling whole without putting an eye in there. He totally needs an eye. There we go. Dude, you totally need an eye. I know. I need two. All right. A long time ago, a pigeon druid had a stick and used it to walk around. No one really knew what they were doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm adding highlights. This guy's crazy. Very elusive as far as feeling satisfaction here. 10-gallon cow. Still hanging out with this. And reading your comments. So as usual, I try to be sensitive to your comments. That's very bird-like, and I like it. I don't know if it's canon for these creatures, but whatever. There's some cool bird dudes in Gauntlgrim. These nasty bird dudes that live down in there, running around. Birdmen. Then they fight lizard men. Oh, the ending of that book made me so mad. Ugh. I can't do spoilers, so. But it was a fun read. Gauntlgrim by R.A. Salvatore. Okay. I am zoning out. I'm zoning out. Let's give him some nice little yellow bird feet. Or no, little sort of grayish, gray bird feet. Not going to do all the texture on the feet, just enough. In my mind, at least, to get some highlight down here. Welcome to the world's most mellow podcast, most mellow live stream. God dang. Some mornings feel earlier than others, you know? The beak feels flat. Hey, Don C. You playing that junked? You having a good time with that? Man, there's a lot of it going to be played at Rincon. I tell you, we got a few big slots. So we'll have plenty of junked games at Rincon if anybody wants to come and hang out. So I'm working on deflattening. I'm not sure who said the comment of the beak felt flat, but I agree. So I'm working on trying to get some dimension in here. So that means just rendering out some values, you know, like doing this kind of stuff. And zoning out, of course. We're going to use a little bit of our white snow, or yellow snow here, with just a nice little bit of our Betty White. There we go. All right, so there we go. That should be a little bit more better. Winston, no plan yet to go to that con. And I might be pretty much done for con season after Rincon, unless something new pops up. Cons can be a bit expensive, definitely time consuming. And they can kind of eat some like life force too, like doing all the traveling and everything can kind of eat a little bit of life force. So you got to watch out. Got to smartly budget con going so you don't get burnt out. So I don't get burnt out. Cons can burn me out a little bit sometimes. I think that's true of most people. Con can be a little much sometimes. Okay. So that's much better. There's a lot more dimension there to the beak. The side of the head kind of got crazy. Just reinforcing some of these feather lines. Then there's going to be inevitable poncho work. Alright, and we got about 20 minutes left on the stream, so we'll see how far we can get. But this guy's taking shape, I feel like. Starting to feel more like a druid. And then I think what I'm going to do, continue with the poncho. Try to get this poncho to feel sort of magic. So to do that, I'm going to sort of cut these crazy spirals into everything. It may seem kind of simplistic, but it can give things this feeling of magic. I don't know why. But spirals have a magical feel to them. Marabito. No, wait, not Marabito. Uzumaki. That's the spiral. The craziest is when the Uzumaki sucks that dude in the dryer. Oh my god, and twists him up. Or the washing machine, I mean. Ooh. So crazy. If you haven't seen Uzumaki, definitely check that movie out. For some weird Japanese, almost like Lovecraftian Japanese horror. Same with Marabito. This guy discovers like this ancient city below the city. Like by following these weird signals on his cell phone. There we go. Get a little more magical with that bad boy. Just going in and refining shapes here now. Just kind of covering my bases. Hey, later, Mappernomicon. Peace. I'm just chilling here doing this piece. Just, you know. It's all chill right now, guys. I don't know if you noticed. For those of you just tuning in, it's all chill right now. Still just trucking along with like little poncho details. There's just a lot of data here in this big old poncho, so just kind of wanting to make sure it has a solid feel to it, the finished feel. And I don't know if the black finger feathers are reading right. It kind of looks like there's like a color missing there. Looks like an error rather than a intentional color choice. So let's see if we can get like the bird fist to render in decently. Like that. And then we go to the blue Moon River. Then we go to the bright. Put one little line in there for the main finger. Maybe do some cutting so it kind of... There we go. Maybe do a bit of cutting. Maybe do just a bit of cutting. Okay, so what else do I need for a druid to be sort of carrying about? I'm going to give him these little leather pouchlets here. What do druids... What is the size image you're working on? Resolution, looking sweet. I think these are, a little bigger than an 8x10 sheet so that they could print as a full page and still look good. Thank you for your question. My colors are just a little too hot here. There we go. And my stick's just a little too thick. There we go. So just zoning out, cruising along, doing my little Aarakocra here. Something's off about this, so I'm going to start playing with it. And play with it, I mean like real, like I'm actually going to just sort of see if there's just crazy different possibilities for this. Yeah, like I almost like that. That type of green's better. Yeah, so I need the green and the brown, so that's good to know. But it's weird, like the saturation actually works. So we'll do it here too. And greener, yeah, to get that green look. There we go. Now he got more sort of druidy real quick. Got 3 leaves on his stick there. Then I think the inside of this wing is dark, if I understand where the light would be, which I never do. Something like that. Okay, I kind of lost some color anchoring on this stuff. Doesn't look as good. And I'm just cruising along, chilling out, painting. One of my favorite things to do. Good thing too, man, I do this all the time. It seems like it never ends. Alright, there we go. Recover that. Recover those more rich colors. How do you consider that your flibbity bitties are much gibbet? If they're too much gibbet, it's like, it feels like there's like someone burned popcorn and it's flying through the air. Then that's when you know there's too many little thingies in your piece. Okay, I think this needs some color. Doesn't read as skin. Something about the poncho is bumming me out too. Not sure what it is. Like feels a little too much like leather rather than like a relaxed cloth. So I'm gonna do some softer stuff on it. Remember, like high contrast between highlight colors makes things feel metal or leather or glossy. But when you blend highlights, they look softer like cloth. There we go. That's more what I wanted. All right. Still just sort of concentrating. Trying to get this where I have a sudden feeling of like, oh, I totally want to be that guy. You know, the gray beak, as much as it's pigeon-like, I think it just somehow doesn't work. Like the colors doesn't work. I think it needs to be yellow. Oh, it could be blue. Blue is nice. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh. Isn't it nice? It's so nice. Okay. I use a Cintiq tablet and Photoshop. Yeah. All right. Ooh. Okay, so now let's go back here. Let's bring some of the color back. But maybe we'll get more towards some browns. And then pull the color out and just sort of find a spot that doesn't feel quite so poopy. So poopy, guys. There we go. That's better. Okay, that's interesting. Then pull the color out. Floundering a bit here. Looking for the spot. I think that could be it. As we walk on fields of gold. Just cruising along, guys. You know, hey, if I'm zoned out, sorry. I'm just living, Rambo. I'm just living. Cool. Cool. I'm feeling it. I feel like maybe this wing is a little low. No, maybe this one isn't cut in enough. Maybe that's what I'm feeling. I'm going to cut it in. So just go, oops. Like that. Nope, it was okay where it was. Tell you guys, this is a challenging character. I don't really know. For one thing, like a powder blue is a tough deal. Combined with green, that's tough for me. That's easier to understand. May not be proper to the species, but it's just easier to see. There we go. Getting some color to bleed off of there. So now I'm just sort of like taking some of the decorative elements of the poncho and like letting them develop onto more parts of it. Just trying to get it to feel like this leafy druid garment. So he's got a little bit of equipment back there. He doesn't have nothing. Yeah, this is like This is the most meditative, most silent stream I think I've ever done. I'm just like, I'm floating over here, guys. I hope hope everybody's still enjoying themselves. I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to continue to use some small pens to get this sort of finality to the beak. The beak just really is a gravity to my eye. I don't know about you guys. So that eye gravity just keeps pulling me back, so it wants more and more work. Eye gravity. New from Apple. It's better gravity than you're used to. It's eye gravity. There we go. Smart gravity. It's like $200 a month for smart gravity. It's a total ripoff. Cool. So just kind of so many little tidbits to sell, to feel like I'm selling my idea here. I don't want it to fall a bit flat. Just move it a hair to the left. Bird druid. He actually should be smaller too, like if you kind of consider some scale between the Heroes of the Hammer. And if he's a druid too, then I'm going to grab some green and I'm going to go like this. Whoa! Thank you there, Carl Eric Ungvist. So this guy is going to be his like magic sort of aura piece. You guys know how I love doing these. Now just doing really light strokes to give it more glow. And then a lot of times you can just like take one of these sort of magic circle things, clone it, spin it, shrink it, and you'll get that magic circle look. See that? Get this kind of complex magical geometry of the ages. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Looking for the sweet spot on this thing. There we go, that's better. And then I might do it as like almost a halo style where it's around his head more so. Wow. Just wow. All right. What's up, Nelms? Cooper says hi. Oh, there we go. Just pull color out and then it dodges onto the backdrop color. Makes a lot more sense. I am a warden of the woods. You may trust me with your secrets, your secret knowledge of the forest. What transpires in the worming wood. All right. Here's some leaves that are floating. And I believe I'm starting to feel I'm finishing here. Finishing up. And it's 11 o'clock sharp. So I think there's a lot of little work to do to get the roundness. I'm still not satisfied with the roundness of things. But yeah, definitely got the main gist of the piece here. Yeah, it's awesome. So I know today I didn't do quite as much instruction and commentary and all that good stuff as I normally do, but I'm just kind of in the zone, just getting my work done today. So thanks everybody for tuning in. I'll always be here, 3 times a week. High-res files and maps and things like that all get posted to Patreon after I do streams. So feel free to check that out, Runehammer on Patreon. And that's about all she wrote for today. Some little more detail work on this guy to do. And we're going to move on with life, because this party has 4 characters in it in total, so can't be hanging out on this one character forever. Oh, dog lizard. Thanks, dude. Dog lizard. I don't want to be a frog. I want to be a dog lizard. That's about it. Yep, I'm done for now. So that is 1 hour working on my my Aarakocra pigeon druid here. Really different set of crazy from my normal. So I'm going to grab a screen grab of this, and I'm going to send it off to Igari and see what he thinks, and we're going to move on with the whole project. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. This is old Ingrid Bernal, just a peaceful painter and fisherman. The village of Barholm, high in the Kinder Peaks. Just working on another hero project, so thanks for everybody for stopping in and just getting some soothing, highly focused, and deeply quiet painting time this morning. Have a great day and a great rest of the week. I'll see you Saturday morning. And until then, strength, honor, and of course, the crown jewel, beer.